Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited you are here, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Christy and I post lifestyle content here on my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to show you how I transformed this dresser. I found this dresser on Facebook Marketplace for $25. All the drawers worked really well, but it was covered in this brown latexy paint. The whole thing was covered in it. So I automatically knew that I wanted to have the wood top and the bottom a color. So I knew I had to strip the top of this paint. The paint needed to be stripped, and it was going to take too long just to sand it. So I used this chemical. I will have it linked down below. I got it at Walmart, and you let it sit for 15 minutes and it starts pulling up the paint without messing up the wood underneath. So now I'm using the scraper and I'm going to be scraping off all the paint. As you can see, there is a lot of paint left over. You can go over again with the chemical and let it put some more down and let it sit for another 15 minutes and then scrape the rest off. But this paint was stuck on there. It's probably been there for a long time. So I just did one round of the chemical. Then I used my mineral spirits to clean off the excess chemical that was left behind, and then I went in with my 60 grit sandpaper. I went with the grain of the wood to make sure I wasn't gonna scratch and scuff up the top of this dresser, and it worked really well. The 60 grit sandpaper took this paint off so well, and then I went down in sandpaper grade. So I did 60, then I did 150, and then I did 220 to make it nice and smooth. And it really is nice and smooth. And isn't this wood so beautiful? Like, why would someone paint over this top? I know I paint over stuff, and I know there's some people that cringe at the thought of painting over wood, but sometimes wood, the furniture piece is just so messed up that it's just easier to paint over. I know I've done that before, but here I'm using 220 grit sandpaper, and I'm just smoothing out my dresser. There was areas that had the paint chippy, but I just wanted to make sure all areas were nice and smooth and ready for my paint. I'm using the Waverly brand from Walmart. This is chalk paint, and it's in the color Pool. My daughter picked it out. She really loves blue, and this was a beautiful blue color. I did add a smidge of white to it because it was a little bright and I kind of wanted to tone it down a little bit. But yeah, I truly love this color. I'm going to be this is going to be the first coat, and I'm going to show you exactly what the first coat looks like, because I know some people get a little bit discouraged when they first use chalk paint. The first coat is kind of splotchy and not even at all, but once you go in a second and even a third time, it's really nice and opaque. I ended up doing 2 coats on the bottom of the dresser, and also on the drawers I did 2 coats as well. I'm going to show you here in a little bit what the 1 coat looks like. And here is the 1 coat. I ended up adding 1 more coat, and it was perfect. Now I'm going to be working on the tabletop. I will share the name of the stain down in the description. I wanted to go with a lighter stain. I typically use a dark one, but this was a nice light color. I thought it would fit better in a girl's room. Nothing too heavy and dark. I kind of wanted to keep it nice and bright. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just putting on the stain, and then I'm going to get to working on the drawers. The drawers of this dresser had like this wood handle on it, and I had to unscrew it and pry it off to just get the basic drawer look, so I can add my own knobs. I was worried at first with the dresser. I thought I was going to have to figure this part out. Then I noticed it had screws in it, and it just all made sense, which I was so grateful for. My husband helped me a lot with this dresser. He really helps me a lot with most of my projects, so I'm really grateful for that. So here we are. unscrewing the handles and just prying them off. In the clip before, I was putting polyacrylic. I put 2 coats of that on the top of the dresser. Here I filled in the holes with wood filler, and now I'm just sanding it nice and smooth before I add my paint. Again, I did 2 coats of paint on the drawers as well, and on the whole project I did 2 coats of polyacrylic. On the top, on the wood top of the dresser, I did sand in between coats just by hand, nice and lightly, because it just creates a super nice smooth finish at the end. Now the knobs, I picked them up at Hobby Lobby and I spray painted them gold. And now it's time to put this dresser all together. I'm so excited about how this looks. We're putting it in my daughter's room, and I'm gonna furnish it really cute with a vintage mirror that I found on Facebook Marketplace. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know I love sharing mini hauls on there. So again, if you do not follow me on Instagram, go check me out. I'm also gonna put some shelves and style them up with a few little knickknacks I already had, and this is it. I hope you love this video. I hope you love this transformation. If you like these type of videos, don't forget to click that red subscribe button and become part of the Has fam. We would love to have you here. I post a lot of furniture transformations and a lot of decor style videos. So if you are interested in that, you are in the right place. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.